first-round playoff exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick made it clear in his postseason remarks that his team needs to be in, quote, championship shape, and it looks like Luka took it to heart, looking slim. That's midseason form right there at the Real Madrid game in Spain. S.A., talk to me.
Means nothing to me, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm sure the Twins will confirm this. You know, during the season when you're traveling and stuff like that, even though you're traveling with the team and stuff, it's hard to maintain good habits. When you're in the off season, you don't have to travel as much or whatever. You know, you get your workout regimen is on point, your diet, you're more disciplined with your diet, et cetera, those kind of things work. I mean, listen, when I'm home, I mean, I'm not these guys, but when I'm home, I eat a lot better. I take care of myself a lot better. I get my proper rest and all that stuff. When I'm on the road, I mean, nothing in life better than Burger King, KFC, Popeyes, McDonald's, and all of that other stuff. Let me not forget Chick-fil-A in the mix, Wendy's, and everything else. I mean, damn. I mean, I chomp on all of that stuff when I'm on the road, but when I'm on my schedule and I don't have to travel as much, it's a lot easier for me to take care of myself. I like to see him look stronger and look like that when the season rolls around. Then come talk to me. I'm not fazed by this.
I thought you were going to go 5-star restaurants, not drive-thrus, but I'm with it, Stephen A., man of the people.
You're on the road.
What are you guys taking away from this?
I mean, that's my guy, Luka. Like Stephen A. said, man, that regimen in the season, you would think we're in better shape because of the season, but when you're eating hotel food, you're getting in at 3 o'clock in the morning in different cities. You have to eat at 4 o'clock in the morning with a back-to-back. All that stuff takes a toll on your body. The stress of being in a long season, the stress of being traded mid-season, and it's just the things he went through last year. I think, you know, he's back in Madrid. I know how he likes Madrid. We was in Madrid last year with the team. He's in the sun. He's back in his environment. He's having a great time. And, you know, right now I don't even think he's worried about anything. I just think he's just happy that the season is over. I don't think he's happy how the season ended, but I think he's happy it's over. He's going to regroup. And like Stephen A. said, when you're in the summer, you're eating that good food, you got that regimen, you got that chef. Anything is possible when it comes to losing weight.
Marcus?
I agree, and I also have to say this. The way you guys' season ended last year, well, this summer, was a little shaky, right? I think that he understands those pressures now being in L.A., right? Like, it's a different market than being in Dallas. And now I think that he understands, and I'm happy to see, like, early on he's starting it. But, again, it will be interesting to see 3 months into the season if he's still skinny Luka. Like, that's the biggest difference. Like, right skinny now, Luka. It's fine. Right now, he's like, let's lose the weight, let's do whatever. You're getting the right meals, you're on the right schedule. And you took my take a little. I said that same exact thing, Stephen A. It was something I think you might have watched Get Up this morning. Hey, but listen, 3 months into the season.
I didn't watch it. I usually do, but I missed it this morning.
3 months into the
but
season,
I give it to you.
It's the part. Appreciate that.
I give it to you because you know better than me.
I appreciate that. 3 months into the season,
listen.
it's really going to be able to tell if he's able to keep down his weight.
Stephen A.?
For y'all, because y'all damn sure eat more than me. Ain't no question about that. Y'all are some big boys. You got to eat. But I got to tell you, y'all couldn't have said it best. Listen, Molly, when you're traveling and you get into a hotel, you'd be surprised how many cities you go into. Ain't nothing's open. Nothing's open. And then you're trying to, you're trying to get some hotel for room service. I mean, yeah, it might be 24/7.
Wait, time out. Hold on.
Right.
Stephen A., I'm with you, and I get it on the room service, and you're in random cities and all those things and the challenges of that and not being in a routine. 100% I get that. But I feel like we're flipping the script now and giving him a little bit of a pass. Like, we didn't feel like at all during his career there were things he could have controlled that he didn't in terms of being in shape.
Well, he definitely could have done more, and he needs to do more. I mean, Luka's a wonderful dude, and he doesn't mean any harm. But, when you listen to people talk about cats from Europe and stuff like that, you might drink, you might party, you're certainly going to eat, et cetera, and then you go out there and you ball, and then all of a sudden you come to the NBA, and this is the creme de la creme. This is as elite as it gets. And so whatever you were able to get away with before, now everybody's critiquing what you're lacking as opposed to accentuating the positive. And so now that he's from Dallas to L.A., it's a different standard. They're going to be all over him. And in L.A., they think about what you don't do as opposed to what you actually do, because they are about championships. And so because that's the allure of that franchise, and it's the second largest market in the United States of America, they're going to look at him and say, yo, This is what we need to make sure that you do what everybody else that has worn this uniform has done as stars when they show up in Tinseltown. That's what they say.
All right, well, it's good to see skinny Luka living his best life out there in Madrid. All right, back to the playoffs here, guys. Jalen Brunson has a plus-minus of -10 in this series against the Pacers, which is the second worst by any Knicks player this series, ahead of only Mikal Bridges, who has a -20. The Knicks were a +12 with Brunson off the floor and -6 with him on it in Game 3 last night. Charles Barkley made an interesting observation about this. Take a listen.
I'm hoping this is a wake-up call for Brunson. Like, yo, man, you're going to have to get off the ball. They've had their two best spurts in this series, Game 1 and today. They've had their best while everybody's getting involved. He has to learn from that and get off the ball a little bit more.
All right, Marcus, is the Knicks play with Brunson on the court concerning?
I think the take was a little bit off, and not that he has to get off the ball. They need him to score to actually have a chance, right? Like, I think it's on the defensive side is where they actually excelled by bringing other guys in, and they started to lock down the Pacers. But to say get off the ball, that doesn't make sense. Mikal Bridges had 18 shots. Jalen Brunson had 18 shots. Cat had 17 shots. The ball was spread around. Yes, he sat on the bench a little bit longer, but the ball moves. He's the best closer in the game right now, and he's the best one-on-one player in this series, and maybe outside of Ant and SGA in the rest of the playoffs. There's no way he can get off the ball. He's going to take the right shots. He's a veteran player. He knows which shots are good, which ones that he's double-teaming he need to get off of. So I think it's more so on the defensive end, right? We have to find different ways. Tibbs have to find different ways to be able to protect them and keep the plus-minus. But I think you just overlooking it. The plus-minus is the plus-minus. It can go different ways. It might not have been with him. It might have been with a different lineup. But to say he needs to get off the ball, I think that's the wrong take.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Marcus. I think that's a bit extreme. I think that what we're looking at in terms of our complaints about Jalen Brunson is that they're targeting him defensively. You know, they're making sure they're going at him. Number one, because they know that he's limited due to his size and absence of athleticism, meaning hops and stuff like that. I think they think that he could be targeted for that one reason. And number two, by targeting him, it's a double, you know, it works in two ways. Number one, there's fatigue that could potentially settle in because you know Tom Thibodeau, for the most part, isn't going to use his bench, number one. And number two, you have the potential to get him in foul trouble. So all of those things serve Indiana well. In Indiana's ideal world, I mean, they would have been hitting shots and what have you. But what happened with Jalen Brunson last night, that's exactly what you want to happen, where he's sitting on the bench for the most part because he was in foul trouble. So they got what they wanted in terms of that. What I will say that Charles Barkley, to allude to what he was saying, although I don't totally agree with him, I get where he's coming from this standpoint. You guys know this. If you're playing with a guy that can be a ball hog, it also compromises you capturing a rhythm. And when you've got a Bridges, when you've got an Anunoby, if you've got guys that you know, or Josh Hart to a lesser degree, that want to get their shots, they ain't looking to throw up 25, 30 shots a game.